So, you want to start a VOD channel. How do you do that? I use something called the Twitch VOD Downloader extension on Chrome. It's pretty solid. You can download streams while they're live. You can download published VODs. You can download unpublished VODs. But this does not work if the streamer has VODs disabled. They need to have VODs enabled. If they have VODs disabled, you will not be able to find any information. If you want to download a VOD, what you do is you go to a streamer's page and just open the VOD up and click view/download this VOD without ads. That will bring up a window where the VOD is playing, and then you click the green button in the top right. That will bring up a timeline where you can either drag the handles or type in the timestamps above those handles to download the portion of the VOD that you are looking for. You can also, if you're looking for unpublished VODs on the main stream, on the streamer's main page, you can hit find recent VODs, and that will bring up a list of all their VODs in the last 2 weeks. Even if it says VOD unavailable, the extension still may be able to find the VOD. And otherwise, the process is pretty similar from downloading a published VOD. If you want to download while live, there is a view/download this stream without ads button that is currently not working. But the workaround to that is to go to Twitch Tracker, and then in the Twitch Tracker information for that stream, if you open the Chrome console, go to the Sources tab, look for this stream.js file and put a breakpoint right here on line 68, and then click the find VODs for this stream button. You will get the page will pause every time it finds a video, and then you can type VODs to look at the whole list, or just video to look at the specific video that the JavaScript has just found. And then if you scroll and find this URL attribute, copy and paste that link into a new tab, and that will pull up the VOD for a stream. It might not be the current stream, but a stream. Make sure it's the current one. And then, it's the same process as downloading a published VOD. I will reiterate one more time that this process only works if the streamer in question has VODs enabled. Otherwise, there is no data on the Twitch VOD server for the extension to find. Now, after that, because the Twitch VOD downloader... Actually, before I bring that up, I do want to mention something. The Twitch VOD downloader extension downloads videos in 42-minute chunks. And if you try to download immediately after... If you try to download the entire VOD immediately after a streamer has stopped going live, if they have any copyrighted audio, those segments may fail in downloading, and that will result in the file just missing a few seconds. So before you do this next step, you should double check the files and make sure that they're about 42 minutes in length. You can just calculate off the timestamps in the file name compared to the length of the actual file itself. So the next thing that I do is, because the Twitch VOD downloader extension downloads in M4V format, which most video players, in my experience, don't do well with. Most video editors, in my experience, don't do very well with. What I like to do is I like to use a software called Handbrake to convert to MP4. It does have CPU conversion, but your computer will basically be unusable while that's happening. And GPU conversion if you have an NVIDIA video card or GPU. So that's what I use. It's pretty fast. For a 42-minute file at 720p, it takes maybe like 5 minutes. And Handbrake can convert multiple files in parallel. Here, the recording didn't catch the cue, but I am converting 2 videos at the same time. One's like 42 minutes and one's like 37 or something. But yeah, you just let it run. It'll convert to MP4. It'll put them in the same directory as the M4V files that you're asking it to convert. And then once it's done being converted to MP4, I'll throw it in the YouTube, not YouTube. I'm not re-recording. This is my third re-record. I'll throw it into DaVinci Resolve. I keep things pretty organized. You do whatever you want. I mean, I use Resolve because, you know, I use the free version. The free version was pretty nice. I think it's pretty easy to use for basic editing stuff like this. And then I highly recommend the paid version if you have a good graphics card, because then you can use GPU rendering, and that is a huge time saver. You know, a 3-4 hour VOD at 720p with CPU rendering takes like an hour. With GPU rendering takes, you know, 10 minutes, 10-20 minutes. It's a huge time saver. But yeah, I just load it into my editing software. I usually watch Rashad streams live, so I keep a notepad of all the different events that happen during stream, or different category changes, so that I can just quickly timestamp them in the video, or in the VOD. Yeah, so I just quickly timestamp them in the video. And then I put those timestamps in the description of the video. And I also cut, I usually cut the intro playlist down to just the last song. And I mark when the stream actually begins. It's usually, you know, anywhere between 1 and 5 minutes, depending on the song. And then I render it out. You know, this is just basic video software stuff, so you do it however you think is best. After that comes uploading to YouTube. That's pretty simple, even if you've never done it before. But something that I do want to bring up in this section is, I'm actually watching the footage live, this is so cringe. Something I do want to bring up here is the copyright panel. So when your video is done being uploaded and done being processed, YouTube will show you any audio or video content that gets copyright claimed, and sometimes those copyright claims will block it in a certain region of the world. Currently, right now, as you see, a lot of these songs are blocked in Russia and or Belarus because of the Ukraine war. Occasionally you will have a song or a clip that gets your video blocked in the United States, and in that case you can either delete and then go back and edit that stuff out of the VOD in your editing software, or YouTube has a built-in editor that will do some things for you. So, you know, if you don't like those options, just delete and re-upload. If one of those options works, then just use that. And yeah, that's the basics of my process. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the video, tag me in Discord, on social media, whatever. Like and subscribe. No, I'm not a YouTuber.